already spoken about how to apply the product, how to get it out of the pot and all of those lovely things, and now we're going to look at my face. Sorry guys, but it has to be done. I have rosacea. I have probably the most difficult skin in the world, which is why I wanted to produce my own brand of makeup that was really good for very sensitive skin. So this is me with nothing on apart from a bit of mascara and my morning moisturiser. So I'm going to start with some Fairy Godmother. The Fairy Godmother is our 4-in-1 hero product. It contains lots of lovely things that help nourish and heal your skin. It contains rosehip oil, it contains green tea extract, it contains crushed pearl, which is one of the best healers for skin that you can get. And the idea of the product was that you'd use it before going to sleep at night and allow it to heal your skin overnight, but it is also an amazing primer. So I use it as a primer before I put on my foundation. It's a great finishing veil if you like a finishing veil, and if you use it slightly more heavily then it's an amazing illuminator as well. So it's got 4-in-1 uses, but for the purposes of today I'm going to use it as a primer. It sort of minimises fine lines, it makes the skin more luminous and really does something to the foundation. The finished effect is far better, particularly over a problem like rosacea or skin marks or anything that you need to cover up. I'm not going to use any green on my skin because I don't need to. The product is enough on its own, but we do have green tone corrector if you feel you need it. I personally think that it's enough on its own. So I'm going to start with a little bit of Fairy Godmother. I'm going to do the left hand side of my face only so you can see the difference, and we start with Fairy Godmother very lightly. So it's a tiny buff, and you can see already, I don't know if you can get in close to that, but it is a really good way of prepping the skin. You shouldn't be able to see the colour of the product on the skin. There should just be enough on there to give you a good base. Get rid of that hair, sorry guys. Okay, so there, one side with Fairy Godmother, one side with that. I'm going to turn to the camera now so you can really, I'm hoping that picks that up. This looks slightly softer, slightly smoother, a bit more nicer skin, but you actually can't see the product, and that's where you should be with it. So turning back to the mirror, I'm going to use my chosen foundation. Now I use Cool Medium. The tones that are in the Cool Medium products, all the Cool products foundations, are created to neutralise unwanted redness. Now they really work very well, and it's unlikely that you will need the green tone corrector. Most people don't in some cases, then people are comfortable with it, and that's absolutely fine. So we have here preloaded, I've got my brush. Okay, not too much product, and you start with a circular motion, always up towards the eye, so in that direction. And you just, it's that simple. And then you buff, and the more you buff, the better the effect. And the more you put on, the more you need to buff, because you don't want it to be overloaded. And I've just done one half really quickly, and this is my 10-second face that I do in the morning, with no eyes or anything else on, so you've got to excuse it. But I just wanted to show you what you can achieve in 30 seconds, okay? Not the most perfect makeup, I know that. I would take longer if I was going out on a hot date, but the purposes of this is to show you what you can do with the makeup, and you don't need too much, and you do need to be brave enough to buff it off, because the more you buff up towards the chin, up that way, the better you'll feel an effect. Okay, so actually I think that's probably where I need to leave it, so I can do the other half of my face before I do some more work with our lovely model Aisha, who will be here in a second. So goodbye for a minute, and we'll see you in a second.